My girlfriend isn't on my page anymore because she's no longer my girlfriend. She's my ex.
Okay, so normally I'd be getting up to talk about this, but I'm tired and it's a quick video. But I really wanted to bring up this very important point about this video that I just stitched. So if you go on to watch the video, he turned off his stitches, so go look him up. But he's talking about his relationship ending, and he's talking about this whole thing of he thinks that they're incompatible because she believes that it's important to work through relationships while he believes it should be easy. And while this is true to a degree, I really want to pinpoint people with this mindset, oftentimes, who say the whole like, it should be easy. Oftentimes, I'm going to be so real with you. Relationships take work. And if a person is not working on themselves, then they are going to be incompatible with anyone else who is actively working on themselves. They are going to be incompatible with anyone who holds themselves to a high standard, not in a worldly sense, but literally in the sense that if I see myself not being the best version of myself here, we are going to improve that. If I become aware of a misstep in the way I'm showing up, then I'm going to change it. A person who a lot of the time, people with an inflated ego or things like that, different things can make a person like see themselves as doing no wrong. They encourage their own actions, even if, maybe societally or just from the people around them it would be deemed not as great. A lot of the time they don't surround themselves with people who will give them feedback to what they're doing in a way that may contradict with their own beliefs. So that's why they feel this inclination to only be in relationships that are easy, because anything that challenges their way of being is a challenge to the way that they show up. They don't work on themselves. They don't actively invest in becoming a better person. So I just want to put that out there. There is some level of ease and flow that comes to relationship, but it's not in terms of just your willingness to be open and work with someone through the issues. Ease and flow come through in just the way that you connect. I think that he was kind of trying to get at that point, but it's from a completely distorted lens, a completely distorted perception of what it means to have an easy and flowing connection. Easy and flowing can be that like conflicts come up, disagreements come up, but each person feels seen and heard coming out of it, and they deepen their connection every single time. That is flow, that is ease, that is helping you to become your best self. It's total alignment. So I just want to be real, y'all. If you find yourself in a situation, and that is essentially an incompatibility, but I just don't like the lens that he was looking at it from. If you find yourself in a connection and somebody's trying to hit you with that, it should be easy. I've said things like it should be easy before, but not to say that you shouldn't work through the connection, more so to say that we should be comfortable working through the connection. So I want to say this is not on all fronts. Like, this statement can apply in so many different places, but someone who thinks that ease comes from not engaging in the hard discussions and taking the time to really dissect and understand one another, a person who thinks that the absence of that is what ease is, oftentimes they are not going to the deep depths of themselves. So how are they going to go to the deep depths with you? You have to decide whether or not you want to prioritize bettering yourself. And if you want to better yourself, then that relationship is probably not the best for you. So I feel like she dodged a bullet getting out of that, because she made a response video. Please go watch. She seems like a very sweet girl, but her language and the way that she spoke about herself and her journey, and about wanting to become her best self, not wanting to see, knowing that she's not perfect and that she wants to make changes. You need a person with that same type of attitude. And this is something I'm learning hugely in this season. Working with people, trying to work with people who are not actively trying to work on themselves, like, it's impossible. The relationship only reflects what's happening within you. And, that's exactly what relationships are. They reflect your own internal relationship. So chances are this guy, the conflict that came up, it's a conflict that resides within him. And he avoids it every time. He ignores it. He doesn't want to go there. He excuses it. Like, any comment or moral thing that might come up to say, hey, maybe we shouldn't do this. Hey, maybe I should change. I don't care about that. I don't need to change anything. Whereas with her, she might think about it from all sides and consider it, and she's wanting to change and bring growth to her life and things like that. And she's actually dissecting it in order to make changes. So I just want everybody to know that, like, some people are incompatible with you simply because their relationship with themselves is not at the same place, and you don't hold your relationships with yourselves to the same standard as they do. So, yeah, I hope that helps someone.